Hello everyone and welcome to another of Kent County Council Road Safety's short video clips, and today I'm going to talk about impairment and more specifically alcohol. If I said to you, is one drink worth the risk is that you could injure yourself or someone else, or there could even be death involved. So the answer is, if you're going to drive, then please don't drink. Now, a lot of people think that one drink is 1 unit, where in fact one drink could be several units. If I show you this glass of wine, this glass from about here would be 250 millilitres, which in a restaurant or a pub would be deemed a large glass of wine. 3 of these glasses is 1 bottle of wine. The blue bit that you can see is 125 millilitres, of which you don't often see a measure for, and the blue and the red is 175 millilitres, which is normally deemed as a medium glass or a standard glass of wine. If this was 12% strength, then it would be 2.1 units, so just over 2 units for that glass. However, if it was a deep-bodied red and roughly about 14%, then that amount there would be just under 2.5 units for that 1 glass of wine. Similarly, a pint of beer, if it's 3% strength, would be 2 units. But if that same pint had a 5% beer in it, so some of the designer brands, then that pint would contain 2.8 units. So 2 pints of beer with that type of beer could be nearly 6 units. And this lovely cocktail, many of you know that cocktails involve quite a few spirits to give it its authenticity taste, and that would be about 3.5 units. Also, we need to think about the morning after. A lot of people think, well, I've drunk at home, I've drunk at a party, I walked home, I've been to bed, I've been to sleep, I'll be fine in the morning. But sometimes that alcohol could still be in your body, and if you've had a really heavy session, it could last till around midday. And I'm specifically thinking at the moment, there's been lots of early morning shopping slots offered to people. So if you're up at 7 or 8 o'clock and you've had a heavy drinking session the night before, then obviously it could still be in your body. And your body gets rid of the alcohol. It's a time thing. Each unit takes 20 minutes to be absorbed into the body, and at least 1 hour for the body to get rid of that 1 unit of alcohol. And that of course depends on whether you've how much you've eaten, whether you've got a sort of an empty or a full stomach, how good your liver is, which most of us don't know, because the liver obviously will help disperse of the alcohol. So the answer is, if you're going to drive, please don't drink. And the other thing, thinking about the morning after, is if you were involved in a crash, maybe completely not your fault at all, but if you're involved in a crash and the police are called, they will breathalyse every driver, regardless of whose fault it was. If you are breathalyzed and you prove positive, you could have an unlimited fine. You would lose your licence for at least 12 months, and you would have a criminal record. And then on top of that, your insurance would be increased, and even more important, you could be involved in a serious crash involving your or someone else's life. So, thanks for listening. Be back soon.